Assalamualaikum and good day I bid to everyone. Today, I'd like to tell you a story entitled The Tortoise and the Hare. Once upon a time, there lived a tortoise in the hillside of a faraway country. The hillside was a very nice place for a tortoise, as he ate a lot of leaves and grass for the tortoise to eat. The tortoise liked to take his time to walk to a nearby bush to munch on the green leaf all day. Munch, munch. The tortoise had a neighbor who lived on the next hill. His neighbor was a hare who loved hopping around the hillside. He liked moving fast, so he always chased the tortoise for moving so slowly. "See you later, slowpoke," he would shout whenever he saw the poor tortoise. The tortoise didn't really mind, but after a few times, it did get a little annoying. One day, the hare challenged the tortoise to a race. "Of course I'm going to win. I'm much faster than you," said the hare. The tortoise accepted the challenge. The day of the race came. All the animals came to watch. "On your march, get, set, go!" The hare quickly hopped off down to the hill. It hoped and hoped. As soon the tortoise was left very far behind. The hare slowed down. He looked behind him, but he could no longer see the tortoise. Surely the tortoise was never going to catch up to him. The hare was confident he was going to win. The tortoise was so slow. He probably won't finish the race until tomorrow. He should take a nice long race. He stopped walking and sat down under a nice shady tree. He closed his eyes and soon he was fast asleep. Meanwhile, the tortoise kept walking, 1 foot at a time. It was slow because his shoe was heavy and his feet were short, but he didn't give up. As soon he had reached the tree where the hare sat napping, he was still fast asleep. The tortoise walked on, slow and steady and consistent. Soon, he could see the finishing line that marked the end of the race. The hare walked out with a start. He could remember where he was at first, but then he remembered about the race. Oh no! He needed to be quiet. He quickly hopped towards the finishing line, but it was too late. The tortoise had already won the race. The hare felt humbled by his loss. He realized that even though he was fast, it didn't mean he could make fun of others for their weakness. He apologized for the tortoise, which the tortoise accepted, and they became a good friend thereafter. Ladies and gentlemen, we should learn from this story as well. We should never make fun of other people, but instead, we should be nice and understanding. That's all from me. I thank you all for listening.